Hello and welcome to Hight Club. My name's Hight, and today, from Isolation, I'd like to introduce a band that's toured with the likes of Paramore, Imagine Dragons and Ep1 Nation, been signed to a major record label and subsequently dropped. Here in the following video are just some of the many highlights of the chat we had. The link to the full audio version is here below. Hope you enjoy. Eliza and the Bear.
Because they were such a big label, and
so much history of Beach Boys, Katy Perry.
Yeah, well, they'd just signed Sam Smith.
And we were still kids as well. We'd been a band for 18 months.
Yeah, and we had like, you know, even though the other projects we'd done before had done like some stuff, it was like minute compared to the level that we'd been jumped into. And I think for a period we tried to write what they, you know, what we thought
the label would want.
You know, and writing every day, sometimes not writing is actually better than writing because you can go away, get inspired from other stuff where we just took it like, well, this is our job now, we must rehearse Monday to Friday.
You exchange your real job for your
we spent 9 to 5 rehearsing Monday to Friday, and although that got us really tight and probably the reason that we become a lot better live, it kind of like stagnated our writing for a little bit. I had a conversation with our A&R. This was about this, we'd just written Cruel, and I think he said, listen, go away and listen to You Somebody by Kings of Leon. Go away and listen to Adele. I can't remember what, it was Set Fire to the Rain, I think was that period of time. Go away and listen to this radio hit. And we did that because it was like, oh, that's the makeup of a hit. But that just didn't work for us.
And it kind of lost that touch of like, it was just 5 lads in a room just jamming out. What we've learnt now is Martin is quite good at, I deliver a not so complete picture. So someone else can put their stamp on it, and Martin will basically look at it and be like, that doesn't make sense.
When we started to do that thing where James would be sitting there and we'd be really loud, we actually went, listen, should we just go upstairs? You know, and just play the chords on acoustic and see
hear it and hear what's coming.
And it gave me a chance like to like be like, oh, give an opinion and like learn, you know, a little bit.
Skipping forward a little bit, you then collect enough songs to have a debut album. So what was the single selection process, and how did you know what was a single?
We knew that our lead single was going to be Friends, and we knew that It Gets Cold was going to either go before or after that. But we obviously didn't want to release that too soon because, you know, we felt like that was our strongest hand.
You ended up doing your album with J.K. King, who's done people such as James Bay, Kings of Leon. So you fly over to Nashville and you spend, what, 6 weeks there?
Yeah, about 6, 7 weeks.
7 weeks, I think it was, So for the first, like, 4 weeks, we was working 7 days a week. And, you know, not that I'm moaning about working in music, 'cause it was brilliant, but it started to get really strenuous because you start losing, like, what is good anymore, you know, what sounds good, you know, our ears were almost being like attacked. So but you know, you only get a couple of hours of that, and I think we started to learn really well, let's go and have a muffin.
When you say muffin, do you mean I'm thinking of the muffins with the chocolate chips and the blueberries, but you're talking about the American muffin, I'm imagining. Yeah,
like the big sort of apple. No. Yeah, sorry, they call them, they're the muffins you get on breakfast.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think the low points are just the moments when you're like, I'm really tired. There's no album process that you do where you're like, it's all lovely and amazing, everything sounds great. Because we've been together like for so long, we've really learnt how to not get into those arguments. Because I think as soon as you allow them to happen over and over again, you'd be arguing all the time. So it's learned to give people their space. But there was a moment where we was playing something live, and I'll never forget it. Someone said something, I can't remember who argued with who, but there was like shouting, you know.
Can I just, as a side note, while this is happening, they're all in a room together, I'm in a booth. So I can't see anything going on, I can just hear stuff going on. I was like, just going to sit down.
You can just see plates being thrown, but you can't hear it.
And I just remember like Shakir pressed the button and I see him like hammer it down. And he was like, you boys need to get your together, you know, like what the hell, like blah blah. I just remember thinking, we've blown it, like
third day of recording.
Yeah, like we're awful.
There are a few arguments, but mainly a lot of highs in the recording process. J.K. King has a go at you. That must have been quite funny. I would have paid to see that. Often a producer, in the producer role, you're acting as a psychologist and all-round mediator. So you present the label with the album. What happens then?
We all agreed on a track listing. Like one thing about them, they were super like compromising. I thought really nice,
really
like
good,
you know, saying like this is our track listing thoughts. What's yours? What matched up? You know, and we did go over a lot of different ways. And I'd be listening to 11 tracks, you know, 40 minutes of music, and being like, right, okay, now change it. Okay, listen to it all again. We got it back, did the artwork, did the photo shoots. You know, we did everything. We put it together. It's really like We was all sort of really working to get what we wanted, what we liked, and you know, whatever. And then we waited a long period because we wanted to get radio back in, essentially, as you know. Is crucial if you want to chart, and we was waiting and waiting, and we was getting knocked back, and then this started to feel like the period prior to being signed. You know, hold on, you know, we're not going to now. You know, doors are starting to get closed, and you're like, hold on,
you're in the holding.
You know, we're only used to going forward now. You know, we shouldn't be like stopping or going backwards.
For me, and I guess many people out there, they'd be thinking, well, why are you getting all this resistance?
People sometimes don't listen with their ears, you know, and just say, this is, you know, the kind of music that I feel could move into a successful realm. They sort of look at, okay, they're doing this, this is their plan, which is kind of fair too, but, you know.
This is an important point, because when you look at the start of how any band begins their career, it starts with all this emotion, just the feeling of loving playing instruments, the getting in, writing songs together, even when it's tricky, coming out with a product you love. I say product, but I mean, I'm so used to talking like this now, but come up with an album you love, being excited about it, and then having someone go, you haven't got these stats yet. You haven't got this amount of fans.
It does become a little bit business.
And it just feels like things just start getting in the way, and it's.
But like in some ways, I used to be a bit like more bitter, but I'm not now. Like I'm a bit bitter about it, but I'm not now, because it's like it is a business as well, you know. And like your people have to make money, and people have to, and it's sad, but you've just got like, there's no point in trying to pretend you are and be annoyed. It's just part of it.
And we had like a mindset change in the way, then we were waiting for radio, so then we could launch. Now it's like, we'll launch ourselves.
Yeah.